warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, very good morning everyone. Semoga sehat ya dan bahagia selalu. Okay, I would like to extend my warm welcome to Dr. Jafreezal, the Dean of Faculty of Science and IT, Universiti Teknologi Petronas, and also to Dr. Aliza, the Dean of Computer and Information Sciences Department, UTP, and then Dr. Mudjahidin, our Head of Department of Information System IPS, Dr. Nurin, and Khalid, and team from Universiti Teknologi Petronas. Thank you very much for coming to this event. We are very pleased to have you today. So joining us today, and also Dr. Ari, the Sekertaris Departement of Informatik Departement. Joining us today, our students from both Information System Department and also from Informatik Department. So thank you very much, my dear students, joining us today to this information session. Today, there will be a presentation from University Teknologi Petronas, or we call it UTP. UTP is, I think, one of the best private university in Malaysia, and I think it's very, very progressive university. It's quite new university, but the QS what ranking is already very, very good and very, very progressive. Okay, and today we will hear about the program, especially for a double degree and joint degree program with Bachelor of Information System program and also Bachelor of Information Technology program, and also for Bachelor in Computer Science program. So please ask anything you like. So hopefully it will attract you to join with UTP. So let's open our talk today with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hopefully everything will be just fine. Okay, now first to open this session, I would like to invite Dr. Mudjahidin to deliver his opening remark. Pak Mudjahidin, please.
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to Dr. Jafreezal, Dean of Faculty of Science and Information Technology from UTP. Good morning to Dr. Aliza and Dr. Nurin Iza. Nurin is same with our doctor name. My doctor name is Nurun Alan Nurin. Good morning to Mr. Khalid. Dan Pak Mukhlason ya, Pak Ari juga terima kasih atas acara yang diselenggarakan. Therefore, congratulations to IUP student from Information System Department ITS. Alhamdulillah, in this morning we can meet again, join together at information session with UTP Malaysia. Therefore, I encourage for IUP student from IS Department to participate on the student exchange program offered by UTP. Hopefully, this cooperation can merciful and barokah kepada kita semua. Therefore, I would like to thanks for UTP for giving us this cooperation. I hope this cooperation can continue for other programs. Terakhir, semoga kita semua selalu diberikan keselamatan, kerahmatan, kesehatan, dan kebarokahan bagi kita semua. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Pak Mukhlason.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Mudjahidin, for the opening remark. Okay, now we proceed to the next agenda. We will have Dr. Jafreezal to give an overview about the faculty and also the introduction in general about UTP. So, Dr. Jafreezal, please. Thank you.
Thank you, the organizer, Mr. Ahmad Mukhlason. Okay, once again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning, especially terutamanya Dekan Pak Mudjahidin kerana sudi berkolaborasi dengan kami di UTP. Kami berada hanya di seberang sana sahaja, kita bertirai. InsyaAllah saya rasa kolaborasi ini sangat-sangat baik, di mana UTP dengan ITS telah menandatangani MOU sebelum ini, dan dengan adanya kolaborasi ini kita mengeratkan lagi dan memperkukuhkan lagi kolaborasi yang sedia ada. Okay. Kita pun dengan ITS bukan sahaja dengan Jabatan Sistem Maklumat dan Informatika, Informasi Sistem Informatika. At the same time kita ada juga kolaborasi dengan Geoscience, iaitu Geophysical tak salah saya, di ITS, dan juga kejuruteraan awam, Civil Engineering juga. So saya rasa the more we have the ukhuwah and the collaboration become more strengthened with us as well. Pada masa yang sama, saya mengucapkan terima kasih dan selamat datang kepada semua pelajar-pelajar yang sudi menghadiri sesi hari ini. Kami amat berbesar hati dengan kehadiran semua, dan saya rasa pihak UTP amat mengalu-alukanlah kedatangan pelajar dan juga kaki tangan dan staf-staf akademik daripada ITS. Jemput datang ke sini, Dr. Mujahid, bila kita keadaan semakin baik, insyaAllah kita akan bertemu.
InsyaAllah, sana Pak.
Kita akan pergi ke UTP.
So, walaupun kita tak dapat berjumpa secara fizikal, saya rasa itu tidak menjadi halangan. Life must go on. So dengan kebenaran dan yang diberikan, dengan kesempatan yang diberikan oleh Allah, insyaAllah kita akan teruskan juga usaha yang baik ini. Saya akan memperkenalkan sedikit tentang UTP, tentang fakulti, kemudian akan disambung oleh Dr. Aliza yang itu mengenai program tersebut, dan juga oleh Admission Office mengenai arrangement how you to get here lah, basically. Okay. Dr. Ali, siapa control slide? Dr. Ali,
Saya control. Boleh nampak slide saya?
Okay, next slide.
Boleh nampak.
Okay, we will start with corporate video.
Okay. Tak ada sound.
Oops. It's now.
Tak ada sound. Dr. Aliza, when click share screen, don't forget to choose share computer sound.
Okay, then I have to answer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Click the share screen and
Okay.
then
Share sound. All
share
right.
sound. Yes, right. Computer
Okay,
sound,
sorry,
yes.
minta maaf.
No problem.
Okay.
Seeking inspiration and
Okay,
looking to
okay,
achieve
okay.
your aspiration. This is the place where you will learn to find the answers, where you will be motivated to discover your inspiration, where you will be propelled to realize your aspirations. With today's global challenges, the role of the engineer, the scientist, and the technologist is transformed from being the technical innovator into being the agent of global change. Our world-class resources and faculties, our cutting-edge facilities, our global partnerships with leading universities, our strong network with industry for internships and job placements, our worldwide research collaboration. These are the inspirations and the opportunities at UTP. Here, we nurture the analytical skills and intellectual capabilities of all who walk the UTP path. Here we culture the ethics and the attitudes that will shine in the real world. Here we expose ourselves to what it truly means to be human, to be a valuable part of society, to be the empowered people, the game changers who will light up the path towards a better world and change lives for the better. At UTP, the torch is firmly in your hands. So hold it up high and let us together light it and let it burn bright. Join us to seek inspiration and achieve your aspiration towards global prominence.
Okay, so video sebentar tadi just to summary lah, to recap what is UTP. Saya rasa dengan sedikit gambaran video tersebut memberi sedikit pemandangan lah what is UTP, where UTP and how UTP looks like when bila para pelajar bersama kami nanti. Okay, UTP vision never been changed. Start from earlier days. We have established in 1994. Then we evolved from there, and our vision is to be leader in technology education and center for creativity. From the beginning, dari mula sekali kami memang ini adalah visi kami, dan our mission is to be a institute of higher learning, provide opportunity to pursuing knowledge and expertise for advancements of engineering, science, technology to enhance the nation competitiveness. So universiti kami ni tak besar, tapi fokusnya hanyalah kejuruteraan, sains, computing atau teknologi, dan sedikit ada pengurusan. Okay, the objective is to produce well-rounded student. Kami cuba mengeluarkan pelajar serba boleh. Okay, which is a creative, innovative, with the potential to become leaders of industry and nation. And our aim is to nurture creativity and innovation. So this is what we try to produce, and this is how we mold our student, our staff, and so forth for the betterment of the society and our nation. Okay, okay. This is the overall summary of UTP. So as I said just now, okay, just mentioned, I said is in the previous slide was established in 1934. 1994 where is already set up, but it officially registered in 1997. Okay, we are if we calculate from 1997, we own just 20 years plus. Yeah, and we are located in Perak, Sri Iskandar, which is around 2.5 hours from Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so you from Kuala Lumpur, you can take either train, bus, or cars. It's around in that duration. So our built-up area is around 400 hectares, and our academic staff is currently 311, and 80%, more than 80% of it is a PhD holder, and 20% are from the international faculty members. So basically, we have blend local and international staff in the university and as well as a student. So terdapat juga beberapa pensyarah-pensyarah daripada Indonesia juga ada yang berkhidmat di UTP. So our total population of students is around 6,633, and pelajar undergraduates seramai lebih kurang 4,464, dan kami telah mengeluarkan pelajar yang telah graduate seramai 20,743, dan employability rate 91% dah telah mendapat pekerjaan dalam masa 6 bulan selepas dia menamatkan pengajian di UTP basically. Okay, so basically UTP offer 55 program, 1 foundation, 14 undergraduate and 40 postgraduate. Dan UTP dikategorikan universiti yang kecil kerana kami hanya ada 2 fakulti. Okay, fakulti kejuruteraan or faculty of engineering, di mana di fakulti kejuruteraan dia ada 5 jabatan or 5 department: chemical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, dan petroleum engineering. Manakala di fakulti Science dan Information Technology, iaitu di fakulti saya yang sebagai dekan di fakulti ini, kami hanya ada 4 jabatan, iaitu jabatan Computer and Information Sciences, which is lead by Dr. Aliza, Fundamental and Applied Science, Geoscience and Management and Humanities. Pada yang sama terdapat 2 pusat pengajian Foundation Studies dan juga Postgraduate Studies, Graduate Studies, iaitu untuk pelajar pasca siswazah or postgraduate student. Okay, dalam bidang penyelidikan kami dibahagikan kepada 6 institut penyelidikan, 2 high COE, Center of Excellence, 8 UTP COE, 6 Research Center, 4 Research Group, and 7 Interest Group. So this is to show that how serious we are to research and development beside a normal academic teaching and learning that we offer to all our students under foundation, undergraduate, and postgraduate. Okay, next. Okay, ini adalah organisation structure yang diketuai oleh UTP, yang diketuai oleh tim Naib Chancellor, itu Profesor Dr. Ibrahim Mutalib, dan di bawahnya dibantu oleh seramai 9 orang pegawai tertinggi universiti yang bermula daripada Timbalan Naib Chancellor Academic, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Profesor IR Dr. Helmi Mokhtar, which is saya di bawahnya, di mana semua academic faculty, dan pusat pengajian berada di bawah Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic. Di masa yang sama terdapat Deputy Vice Chancellor Penyelidikan, Research, Student Support, divisi SS, Registrar, Chief Strategy Officer, Chief Support Officer, Chief Finance Officer, Chief Human Resource, and Senior Director for Corporate Communication. So ini adalah tunggak-tunggak yang mengembalikan tenaga untuk membantu Vice Chancellor dalam pengurusan universiti. Okay. Dan seperti yang dikata, fakulti berada di bawah academic division, iaitu diketuai oleh Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Profesor Dr. Helmi Mokhtar, dan di bawah akademik kami ada dua fakulti seperti yang saya maklumkan tadi. Fakulti Kejuruteraan diketuai oleh Associate Professor Dr. Kuzilati, Fakulti of Science and Information Technology diketuai oleh saya, dan Center for Graduate Studies dari Dr. Rosdi Azli, Foundation Studies oleh Dr. Balbe, Professor Dr. Balbe, Center for Academic Excellence Institut Profesor Dr. Nur Hayati, dan Information Resource Center ataupun perpustakaan or library now acting director Puan Fimaris basically. Okay, ini ada di antara pencapaian yang kami terima lah di peringkat nasional dan juga di peringkat antarabangsa. Okay, cuma saya nak zoom sedikit untuk QS by subject, Computer and Information Sciences. Kami telah di ranking top 450, top 450 by subject in the world basically. So ini adalah satu pencapaian yang agak baik untuk kami. Dan dari segi di Malaysia, kami di antara private university terbaik dalam bidang pengkomputeran basically, from the computing studies juga. Okay, next. Okay, dari segi populasi pelajar di universiti, current student is around 6,633. Macam saya nyatakan tadi, foundation 836, undergraduate 4,464 and postgraduate 1,333. Dan bilangan pelajar perempuan seramai lebih kurang 38% dan lelaki lebih kurang 62%. Ini mungkin kami banyak program-program kejuruteraan dan teknikal, mungkin lebih ramai pelajar lelaki menyukainya. Okey, dan pelajar datang dari berbagai negara, termasuk di Asia Tenggara seperti Indonesia, Thailand, Filipina dan sebagainya. Di sebelah Afrika, Timur Tengah, Saudi, Yaman dan sebagainya, dan sedikit di Asia Tengah juga. Okay, so di antara pelajar. So if you come to UTP, you can see not just pelajar Malaysia, tetapi juga boleh berjumpa dengan pelajar-pelajar daripada negara luar seperti yang terdapat dalam slide ini. Okay, next. Okay, UTP sangat aktif berkolaborasi dengan pihak luar. Kalau boleh diringkaskan di sini, kami telah mengadakan kolaborasi dengan di North America sebanyak 11 universiti, Kanada dan Amerika Syarikat, Afrika 8, Middle East 5, Scandinavian 1, Oceania 8, dan Asia paling banyaklah, Brunei, Bangladesh, Cambodia, Indonesia, India dan sebagainya, dan also 51 negara di Eropah juga, Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, France dan sebagainya. So kami amat berbesar hati dan sangat-sangat mementingkan kolaborasi dengan pihak luar, di mana akan memberi impak kepada universiti, kepada pelajar dan juga kepada kaki tangan universiti secara keseluruhan. Okay, next. Selatan tadi adalah di antara pemandangan dan fasiliti-fasiliti yang terdapat di UTP untuk kemudahan pelajar. So apa yang ditunjukkan tadi adalah fasiliti di dalam kampus yang boleh digunakan oleh pelajar dan kaki tangan lah basically. Tapi pada yang sama di kawasan sekitar kampus, bermaksud di luar kampus, terdapat sebuah bandar kecil iaitu Sri Iskandar, di mana di situ juga terdapat pelbagai kemudahan lain. So seperti pusat membeli belah, Tesco, kalau suka makan fast food contoh McDonald, KFC and everything, semua tu terdapat di kawasan sekitar. InsyaAllah pelajar akan tidak perlu pergi terlalu jauh sehingga ke Bandar Ipoh untuk mendapat segala-segala keperluan yang tidak terdapat di dalam kampus basically. Okay, so saya akan sambung sedikit lagi untuk sedikit pengenalan kepada Fakulti Sains dan Teknologi Maklumat. Okay, Fakulti Sains dan Teknologi Maklumat, Faculty of Science and Information Technology telah ditubuhkan pada 1 April 2011. Okay, secara evolusinya saya adalah dekan fakulti ini, dekan yang ketiga. Okay, sebelum ini Dr. Ka'ab, Prof. Nurhana, Prof. Kamil dan saya mengambil tampuk untuk fakulti ini. Okay, sekarang kami jumlah pelajar untuk undergraduate seramai 1,189 dan telah mengeluarkan seramai 4,598 graduate sejak tahun 2001. So our academics 2001. Okay, our academic strength is around 170 and 90% of our staff is basically a PhD holder lah. Student staff ratio 1:60 untuk undergraduate seorang dan kami menawarkan 7 undergraduate program, 5 postgraduate program dan kaki tangan kami amat aktif dalam publication di mana puratanya 3.03 publication per staff. Okay, next. Okay, ini adalah academic program yang ditawarkan di UTP lah basically. So boleh lihat di situ terdapat seperti yang dinyatakan tadi. So UTP semester sistemnya sedikit berbeza. Kami setahun ada 3 semester. So pelajar akan berlaku sedikit transisi lah daripada di ITS dan di UTP. Untuk Fakulti Sains dan Teknologi Maklumat, kami menawarkan program Petroleum Geoscience, Applied Chemistry, Applied Physics, Bachelor Computer Science, IT and Information System dan juga Business Management. Pada masa yang sama, kami juga menawarkan postgraduate program dalam PhD by Research, Master by Research dan Masters by Coursework, iaitu kalau bawah fakulti saya Masters in Applied Computing dan Masters in Geoscience. Okay, yang lain-lain juga ada ditawarkan oleh Fakulti Kejuruteraan. So dan semua program kami telah diakreditasikan oleh Malaysia MQA, Malaysia Qualification Agency, Washington Accord, which is through Board of Engineering, Malaysia Board of Technology dan untuk Chemistry Royal Society of Chemistry. Okay, next. Okay, so kami mempunyai hubungan yang baik, academic industry collaborations in order to produce a well-rounded student. So pelajar di UTP dikendaki menjalankan latihan praktikal di industri selama 7 bulan. Itu adalah wajib dan untuk menjalankan practical training ini di industri boleh dilakukan di Malaysia atau di luar negara. Memang kami terbuka kepada local and international companies. Dan sekarang dan pelajar amat aktif, terdapat lebih daripada 400 aktiviti berjalan di kampus di mana pelajar boleh menyertainya. Dan pada masa yang sama, academic department ada menjalankan ajang lectureship di mana kami menjemput pensyarah-pensyarah daripada luar, pensyarah daripada ataupun expert from the industry to give a talk to our student to share their experience in the industry and so forth. Okay, multi-mode delivery system. As I mentioned, so kami menggunakan flipped classroom, blended learning, PBL and so forth in order to enrich a student experience while having a teaching and learning at UTP. Okay, next. Okay, so student development juga merupakan satu yang penting di UTP. So experiencing the transition and transformation journey as a philosophy of the student life cycle. So kami menitik beratkan di mana program untuk student experience dan student development banyak dibuat di dalam kampus dan di luar kampus untuk membina keterampilan pelajar, dari segi leadership, sport, arts and culture, student mobility, community outreach, entrepreneurship dan sebagainya. So the academic program, well-rounded global graduate, this is what we trying to do lah. That's why, sebab itulah kami banyak kolaborasi dengan industri luar, kerana we want to be a well-rounded global graduate to produce that. So pelbagai inisiatif telah dijalankan, internship program di dalam dan luar negara, industry relevant certification program, leading professional student chapter, professional certification pathway. And we also strengthen our academic internationalization program, di mana ini adalah sebahagian daripada international program, student exchange, summer program, student research attachment, student development, active involvement in core and extracurricular, and also digital technology lah. So kami in terms of blended learning, active learning, problem-based learning, industry internship dan sebagainya. Okay, next. Okay, saya rasa itu daripada saya. Untuk pengenalan kepada UTP dan fakulti, dan sebelum saya mengakhiri dan saya pass my baton to Dr. Aliza, saya mengucapkan sekali lagi terima kasih kepada semua, kepada pelajar kaki tangan ITS, Bapak Mudjahidin kerana memberi peluang kepada saya untuk sesi kali ini, dan juga para pelajar dan ibu bapa yang ada, insya-Allah jangan risau. Kami akan sentiasa berurusan dengan baik dengan ITS untuk memastikan perjalanan program ini, iaitu perjalanan pelajar ITS ke UTP dalam keadaan yang baik dan yang terbaik, insya-Allah. Dengan segala usaha yang dilakukan oleh kedua belah pihak, saya rasa the benefit to will get to yang pentingnya student, pelajar itu mendapat segala kebaikan dan benefit from this program. So our intention is just to share this benefit, and then untuk pembangunan kedua buah negara dan pembangunan kedua buah universiti secara amnya. Okey, dengan itu sekian saya serahkan kepada Dr. Aliza.
Okey,
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Dr. Jafreezal.
Okey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, terima kasih so much Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Jafreezal, the Dean of Faculty Science and Information Technology. So before I start, I just would like to say thank you so much to Dr. Mudjahidin, the Head of Department of ITS. Pak Mukhlason, Dr. Mukhlason is the key person that actually communicating. And then Dr. Ari is the Head of Informatics Department for having us. So saya just mula with the CRS video so that you can get some idea of our department a little bit. Okay.
Welcome to the iconic world of information technology, in which everything is in your hands. Moving forward, many new technologies such as 5G, Internet of Things, robotic process automation, machine learning, and artificial intelligence become the influential areas in the world, both in the education and the industry. Universiti Teknologi Petronas endeavors industry-relevant programs serving students of diverse background, locally and internationally, and preparing them for job market in the public and private sectors that require computing-relevant skills in Malaysia and overseas.
In Computer and Information Sciences Department, we offer 3 undergraduate programs: Bachelor of Information Technology, Bachelor of Information Systems, and Bachelor of Computer Science. We also offer 4 course specializations which in line with the industry expectations, which are Data Analytics, Cybersecurity, Enterprise Systems, and Software Quality. So students basically can choose any one of these specializations throughout their study.
UTP provides world-class research capabilities such as library, computer labs, and facilities. Our graduates are highly sought after by employers in the oil and gas industry and in the software development field, having over 90% of our graduates secured employment within 6 months after graduation.
From my experience, UTP graduates have shown exemplary of good attitude in a way that fits the company's culture here in Petronas. The UTP graduates are also technically equipped with the necessary skill sets that is needed in the industry.
The important attributes which students need to understand nowadays is that the technology world around us is changing almost on a daily basis. We've been working with UTP for the last few years, offering internship to the students, and we were very happy to have UTP students in Schlumberger.
In CISD, the lecturers are using various 21st century teaching and learning techniques for the millennials, which include the flipped learning, cooperative learning, problem-based learning and active learning. We also have gamification, just to name a few. This is actually to engage and scaffold the new generation of learners that we have now and create the deep learning environment.
CISD are also very active in knowledge sharing and building through series of successful short courses. To name a few, we have conducted IoT short courses, cyber security, software testing, and of course our hot-selling Introduction to Big Data Analytics. The Computer and Information Science Department is where knowledge from real industry research work are transpired and shared into undergraduate classroom and postgraduate research training.
The department offers many opportunities to the student in many aspects that includes participation in competition and also in business idea and entrepreneurship. Talking about competition, we have various different perspectives, includes programming competition, design competition, hacking competition. So we have our own competition trademark in the hacking competition. Besides, through final year project, we develop student confidence through participation in international events, which brings many medals to the department, including the Best Project and Diamond Award.
So my advice to the student out there, come to UTP to experience the most up-to-date technical and computing knowledge with the best soft skill development course, and I'm sure it will benefit for yourself in the future.
Be part of the iconic computing world in unlocking your true potential. Join us to seek inspiration and achieve your aspiration in embracing a whole new revolutionized computing world. Welcome to the iconic world of information.
Okey, itu serba sedikit gambaran berkenaan jabatan kami, Computer Information Sciences Department, a little bit short video. That one is, we have developed that one in 2020. So I think still relevant. So just a glance about my department. My department is actually Computer Information Sciences Department. Was established since establishment of UTP in 1997. But of course, definitely earlier on the name was different. And then this department is actually chaired by myself. So my name is Aliza Sarlan, have been chairing the department since 2019 until today. So before this, there has been quite a number of chairs or program head, which is Associate Professor Dr. Jafreezal was, I think, also the mantan, the previous head of department of CIS. So a little bit of information of degree programs offered in my department. Actually, Dr. Jafreezal had mentioned just now. So in my department, kita ada undergraduate programs, Bachelor of IT, Bachelor of Information Systems, and Bachelor of Computer Science. We also offer postgraduate programs, M.Sc in IT, M.Sc in IS, Ph.D IT, and Ph.D IS. Yang ini all by research. And at this point of time, we have only one M.Sc program by coursework, which is M.Sc in Applied Computing. All our programs are accredited by MQA as well as MBOT. With MBOT accreditations, kita pun been accredited by Washington Accord. So as been mentioned by Dr. Jafreezal just now, kita punya ranking for QS World Ranking by academic program, kita actually top 450. And okay, so more information about undergraduate program. So this is the overview of the programs that we have untuk IT, IS, and CS. Sebab program ni untuk undergraduate program, jadi kita fokus sikit kepada the components of the program itself lah. Untuk IT, kita punya core discipline program is basically focusing on IoT and computer networking. So untuk IS, we focus on enterprise resource planning and system development, as well as the business intelligence. Untuk computer science, we are focusing on embedded system, software engineering, and modeling. So this one is the core component. So maknanya kata kita ada differentiations of content of these three different programs that we offer or degree that we offer. But of course, we are bind to the book of knowledge, body of knowledge, the BOK or body of knowledge computing standard, which is highlighted or been basically standardized by ACM. We are following that. Tapi untuk tiga-tiga program ni, we develop the common core for the students, where all students in computing degree in IT, IS, and CS, we actually develop their capability in programming, in computer system, as well as in database design. So I just would like to highlight as well, in all these three programs, we have specializations. Our specialization is cybersecurity, enterprise system, software quality. So these are the three current one. I think we have another one. I think kita ada big data analytics, And yang paling penting in our component of programs, kita include technopreneurship project. This one is basically developing the students' technopreneurship or entrepreneurship capability among the students. So in this, kita akan assist the students to develop their entrepreneurial skill set. And at the same time, we bring in all the experts from industries, mentors from industry to work together in developing diorang punya ideas of technology ideas. So on top of that, kita pun ada internship, which is the durations of internship is 7 months, the longest dekat Malaysia. So for our students, we want them to go to well-established organizations or companies. I just would like to highlight most of our students, kebanyakannya is actually buat internship, doing their internship at Petronas, Schlumberger, KPMG, and many other big companies, where from there they learn to develop their technical skills as well as their business skills for that 7 months. And another things that I would like to highlight here is that the programs that we design, kita design the students to be able to bridge the technical components in computing with the business component, because now the technology, IT, computer science, and IS is just basically the capability of how to digitalize things. So it's just like a tools, but of course they need to be able to embed this into industry or businesses. So that's why for this program, we also include minor programs. Kita ada 3 minor: international relations, corporate management, and financial management. So why we have this minor program embedded, makna kata as this one is part of their graduation's requirement, because we want the students to be able to grab all this business knowledge, business acumen ability, so that they will be able to bridge the business and this technology, so that the technology will become the capabilities that they were going to develop for the industry, so that they can solve the problems that they face. So for all these programs, the durations of study 3 tahun 4 bulan. So ataupun lebih mudah kalau nak ingat is actually for 10 semester, as what we mentioned. Kita punya semester is not bukannya 6 bulan, is only 3 bulan lebih kurang. So in a year kita ada 3 semester. We call this one is a trimester programs lah. And for graduations, the students need to do 123 credits, and total of number semester is actually 10. So this one is just the overview of the programs that we have, where the students will be able to choose lah. I believe you also can choose any one of these programs, but at this point of time, we will actually propose 2 programs in this presentation. So another things that I would like to highlight about the programs in our, the programs in our department. So we embed these certification programs. Makna kata when you are taking the course, you will also take the course which has been actually vetted in terms of the syllabus as well as contents, because we are integrating these certifications. The way we design is that the syllabus will be following the industry standard, and then the industry will actually give their syllabus, and then some of the syllabus will be embedded into our curriculum. So at the end of the semester, students are basically given the industry standard syllabus and they are ready to go for certification. Certification is included, and then it's all up to the students to go for the certification exam. Basically, they are ready. So we have Huawei certifications, which this one embedded to the network course. We also have the software testing, certified tester foundation level. Kita integrate dengan software testing course during specializations of quality software engineering specialization. So these certifications is actually given by the International Software Testing Board Germany, together with Malaysian Software Testing Board Malaysia. This one is kita embedkan dengan software testing and software testing course dekat software quality specialization. Another one is certified professionals requirements engineering, also by MSTB, and certified body is International Requirements Engineering Board from Germany as well. And next one, our cybersecurity specializations has been actually validated against the Cybersecurity Malaysia ACE certifications programs. So students taking these specializations, they can actually taking these 4 certifications under Global ACE certifications under Cybersecurity Malaysia, Certified Secure Application Professional, Certified Digital Forensic First Responder certifications, Certified Security Awareness Manager, and Certified Information Security Management. So this is actually the added value for the students. You are not just learn according to the syllabus. Basically, you are ready with the certifications kind of like acknowledgement. So when you go for internship or when you go for your employment, they will actually see these are the added value that you have in comparison with other graduates. At the same time, now we are preparing for the Microsoft certifications. So these are the 3 programs that we have: Power Platform Fundamental, Azure Data Fundamentals, Azure AI Fundamentals, that we integrate with mostly with our AI courses. Okay, a little bit of our kind of like demographic in the department. I'm going a bit fast, I just hide this one. All right, so in my department, so we only have 37 lecturers or academic workforce. So, but as you can see, the number are balanced. We have about 12 associate professors, 12 senior lecturers, and 13 lecturers. And 34 of us, basically about 92% of all our lecturers are having this professional affiliation with M.Board. What does that mean? This means that all our lecturers are certified as professional technologists. So means they have actually been acknowledged in terms of their practice in this area, in a computing area. Okay, in terms of the qualifications, okay, so about 78% of our staff is actually having a PhD, which is 29 of us having PhD, 8 of us having a master, 22%. So as for programs, at this point of time, this number are based on current number. So after last January graduating students, our students now is only 668. So local is 80%, international students 20%. So as you can see from there, in terms of a number of students for each program, the dominant number of students actually from BIT 370, BIS 193, computer science is 103. Computer science is relatively new, yeah. So we just offered this course in 2019 May last year. 2019, last year was 2020. Okay, and for postgraduate programs, we have about in total 142 active students. 60% are local, international is 40%. So for here, PhD, we have 64 students, M.Sc 65, and for M.Sc coursework, we have only 13. So it means that this M.Sc coursework is referred to M.Sc Applied Computing. Okay, what we are going to share today, this is what you guys are actually looking forward, basically, betul ya? So this is the collaborative program that we're going to have with ITS on for IUP programs. So we plan to have students to be in ITS for year 1 and year 2. And then lepas tu continue at our university at UTP in year 3 and year 4. In terms of degree that you can actually join us, later on you can join us in a Bachelor of Information Systems or Bachelor of Information Technology. So as Dr. Ari mentioned, he also invited students from his department. So the informatics students also can actually enroll to kind of like the same programs. Of course, I do not actually include computer science at this point of time because computer science will be receiving the full accreditations by May next year. So we will actually not able to take in students prior to that full accreditations, but I will actually check on that as well. Okay, so here, I missed that one. So it's not leading to M.Sc in Petroleum Geoscience. Yeah, students who already completed to this program, you can actually lead to M.Sc Applied Computing later on. Okay. So this is the framework of the programs. So option 1 basically will be for Bachelor of Computer Science in IS. Then continue dekat UTP Bachelor, buat Bachelor of IS. So as you can see here, we have done mapping. So for these IS programs, dekat UTP, students will be doing 36 horizontal credit hours, and then continuing dekat UTP another 87 credit hours. So the degree that you're going to have or receive at the end of the study will be Bachelor of Computer Science in IS, which is will be awarded by ITS, and then another one is Bachelor of Information Systems awarded by UTP. And another options that we actually suggesting is students to enroll to Bachelor of IT, where the students will be able to credit transfer 30 credits, and then later on sambung di UTP to complete another 93 to fulfill UTP requirements for graduations. So and as you can see, the number of the durations for you to be at UTP will be more or less similar lah, will be about 2.5 years sahaja. And at the end of the day, you will be receiving 2 degrees, Bachelor of Computer Science in Information Systems and Bachelor of BIT or BIS. So for informatics students, we are planning for the same thing. It's just that number of credit hours will be depending on the mapping that we will be doing. So the mapping will also kind of like reflected in terms of the tuition fee that later on you will have to kind of like bond lah in this for this particular programs. But the idea are more or less the same. Okay, so this one is for students pursuing programs at UTP doing BIS, Bachelor of Information Systems. So in semester 6, you will be like most of you will be doing the university requirements, national requirements that been required by our government and our university. And then the one that I would like to highlight is that your internship. your internship will be stretched into 2 semesters or equivalent to 7 months. Yeah? So most of industry in Malaysia really favor this kind of setting because students will be able to do, or involve in a project from the start until beginning. So something that I would like to highlight also, students are always kind of like receive good response from the company because they already be able to demonstrate their capability. So they have be able to show their performance during that 7 months, and from there, usually company or industry would like to actually book them. Banyaklah yang actually book our students to have them to come back after their internship, after they go back to the university, come back and join them as permanent employee or contract employee. So I think that is something, the additional value that we would like to offer to you, because this is really giving you the industry exposure during internship. So after internship, students is expected to come back to UTP to complete the study for 2 semesters, because we would like them to be able to integrate whatever knowledge that they have learned in the industry. They become more mature. So that is where they start to do their final year project as well as their entrepreneurship project. Okay, so the difference that we or I actually presented here between BIT and BIS is the curriculum structure. So for BIT just now, go to this one. Okay, so for BIS, so just now in the earlier diagram, you can actually get these 36 credit hours horizontal exemptions. Okay, and then you can, your students will be completing 87 credit hours in UTP, but the durations of study at UTP will be the same lah, will be 2.4 years. Yeah. And then for BIT, so you will receive 30 credit hours horizontal credit exemptions. Then you will, the students will complete remaining 93 credits at UTP, so that you will be able to be awarded the Bachelor of IT from UTP. Okay. So I will just move on. This is the tentative, the estimate fees. How we estimate is basically based on the credit hours that you will be doing at UTP, because you have done some of the courses at ITS. So that one you just credit transfer, you don't have to redo, you don't have to actually take it again. So you that one will not have to be paid lah. So here in estimations will be based on 87 credit hours for BIS. So the international students fee, this one is for 7 semesters, because you're going to complete that study at UTP for 7 semesters. And then so in total is about 45,501 for the student fee. And then accommodations, these accommodations, we actually put it as only 5 semester. Why? Because the 2 semesters you will be at an industry. So you don't have to utilize our accommodation. So the fee that we have estimated is only 4,100. But this one is rough estimation, yeah. So for the student fee, basically we actually measure according to credit hours. Per credit hours is 523 for international students. So we multiply with 87 lah. And then for accommodations per semester roughly is about 820. So here the value that we have for 1,100 is excluding internship. So for the registration fee, this one is here semester fee. Total is 8,300. But here the registration, which is include registration fee, personal bond, and but this one personal bond is actually refundable 3,200. Yeah? So it means that if let's say we get the personal bond, that the amount is actually will be lesser. So registration fee is 8,300. Processing fee, I think this one has been agreed with our registry and admission office. They agreed to waive you USD $50 for the applications. This one will be waived. So, and then what the students will have to bond will be the visa applications and related fees. So later on, after this, we're going to have Q&A. Let's say if you have any query on this, you can actually ask. We have Encik Khalid and I think Azalia in this session as well. So in total, roughly for students pursuing BIS program in UTP, the cost that that we have estimated is around 63,880, roughly about USD 15,300. Okay, so this one is for BIT because you can see the credit hours is actually more, yeah, as compared to BIS just now. So the component are all similar except of the student's fee lah, because this one will be based on the number of credits that you have to take for completing this program BIT. So just now for BIS you have to complete about 83, now is 93, sorry. 87 for BIS, so for BIT is about 93. So for informatics, we do not do that yet, any estimation, because we haven't complete the mapping. So we will actually share with you for the informatics program later on. Okay, so I think at the bottom there will be like rough estimations about monthly spending. So personal monthly living expenses for makan, for your gula-gula, for your jalan-jalan is about 450 per month. It depending on your lifestyle. If you say you like to going out, definitely it's a bit more. But I think this is actually the amount that roughly in average we spend in Malaysia every month. Okay, so I would like to share about the networks that we have. So these are all the people, the industry, not all, this one among others, our industry partners who actually we have good collaboration with, active collaboration with regards to teaching and learning as well as to research. Our main partner is Petronas. We have students doing internship at Petronas. We have the U2I program. We have research with Petronas. We also with Schlumberger, KPMG. I think every semester we have students going to Schlumberger and KPMG. I think almost like 10 to 20 students. It's not only for my computing programs, it's also for engineering program as well. So here we also have Cybersecurity Malaysia, Microsoft, and then Fashion Valley, and I think NVIDIA. So these are among others. These people also come to UTP to conduct their adjunct lecture sessions because it is actually one of the component that we kind of like embed. Yeah, most of the courses will invite adjunct lecture people from industry to do sharing about what's happening in the industry. Most of the courses are required to do that, so we're going to have all these industry people to come and then share their the challenges, whatever things that happening with related to latest technology from industry and bring it to the classroom. Okay, so I think so that is the overview of my department. So I think after this we can go for Q&A. So before I end, I would like to share with you about the lifestyle at UTP, just to give some kind of like more ideas to the students so that you can see how UTP actually the lifestyle at UTP lah. This is the video. Oops, sorry. Where is it? So this is the classroom, yeah. The orientation week. During this COVID, we wouldn't be able to have this physical orientation week. So we also have this community project. This one is MPU for are required to do this community management project. We have sport complex and sports activities. Some of the things we will run on rugby. We did a lot in All right, so I think that's all on my presentation. So these are actually the contacts that you can actually refer to. So should you have any further query, you can contact Dr. Jafreezal or myself. And thank you. So I will just stop share. Okay, so over to you back, Dr. Mukhlason. Done with my presentation.
Okay, thank you very much for a great presentation, Dr. Aliza. Now I think I will open for Q&A first. It's okay. Okay, so dear my student, if you have any question, you can raise your hand or just chat your question into chat box. If there is something that you want to clarify, especially regarding the tuition fee and living cost. I think it's quite affordable, yeah, not quite different compared to in Surabaya.
Any questions from the students? Pretty quiet.
Just wait a minute. Any question, please?
Means that I've done a very good presentation then. Yeah, I think we have someone raised their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just unmute and please ask your question. Yeah.
Okay. So good afternoon from Indonesia, Mrs. Aliza and Mr. Ahmad. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So my name is Gilbert. I am from Informatics Department in IDS. And I am really interested actually with the dual degree program that has been offered by UTP. And actually I have one question regarding the program because actually in the next 6 semester, I actually planning to, I actually already received a scholarship for another student exchange program so that I cannot join starting from the first 3 semester of the dual degree program. So actually my question is it possible for me to join on the starting from the second 3 semester or the third 3 semester of the program? Because I'm actually really want to come to UTP to get the dual degree program. So that's all for my question. Thank you very much.
I think that one Pak Mukhlason kena jawab juga kot from your side.
I think Pak Ari.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Pak Ari, yeah. Pak Ari student.
Gilbert is one of my students. He's got the what do you call it? The exchange students program from the Ministry of Education and Culture, Indonesia. So therefore, the program will be starting in September. If I'm mistaken, yes, Gilbert, from September onwards.
Actually, for the planning is actually from the September, but due of the situation it's delayed to January next year.
Is it to Malaysia or to Italy?
For me, it's to Malaysia, sir. But
Malaysia.
It's to, yes, for the exchange.
Yeah, for the time being, I was informed that Malaysia is closing the border for Indonesian citizens to come into Malaysia. So that's why. So that program is initially will be started in September onwards until end of the year, if I'm mistaken. But due to the COVID cases that keeps on rising, then the ministry has decided to postpone the program. So I have discussed with Dr. Norin that we will be starting our double degree program from January to 2022, all the way for the next 2 years, if I'm mistaken. For as Gilbert's case, is it possible to join the program after he finished the exchange program that he received from the Ministry of Education, because it's been deferred from next semester to the following semester?
I think on our side, we have no issue to receive the students. It's just that your scholarship, whether it's going to be able to support that or not. I think, do we have Cik Khalid or Azalia? I think for if let's say to continue, means that Dr. Ari, Gilbert is going to have this 2+2 program as well, right? It's or exchange.
The exchange is not to the UTP. It's to another university, which is a university appointed by the Ministry of Education.
Oh, okay.
So he want to have the exchange and also the double degree program. So is it possible to join the double degree program through UTP in maybe in March or in April 2022 instead of starting from January?
If I may answer that question from Gilbert, we don't have any problem for you to attend the student exchange program first and then come in the second semester to UTP. So while you are doing that, just make sure when you do the student exchange at that university, the subjects that you are going to take is the subject that supposedly that you will take in UTP. So means we will also accept the transfer of the credit for that particular subject. So it is a matter of technical here, which we can sort it out. So Gilbert, when you want to come to UTP, you must understand the list of subjects that you need to take. And you need to ensure the subjects, let's say 4 or 5, that you are going to take during your student exchange is part of the list later on in UTP. So we can easily accept the subjects as part of the exemption. So no worries for you, Gilbert. I hope this is answering your question.
Yeah. As for the subjects that needs to be taken in UTP, I have communicated with Dr. Norin. We have the list, but I cannot officially issue the list until the agreement between UTP and my department is completed. So the list is there, Gilbert. I will let you know after the agreement between our university and UTP is completed. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Ari and Mr. Khalid. It's answered my question. Thank you.
Yeah, we are looking forward to accept you at UTP, Gilbert.
The thing is that before I started my master program in Australia, I was actually accepted as a candidate of master degree in UTP.
So then
but at the time, I didn't receive a scholarship. I was so close to UTP because at that time I was self-funded in UTP, and I got a scholarship from Australia, so I canceled my plan because having scholarship is just better for me, financial matter.
We can arrange guest lecture sessions for you, Dr.
Yeah, of course.
In our program, so that you will be able to experience also teaching at UTP later on. We can.
No problems. Yeah. That would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
From IS Department, any question?
Tiada? Maybe kalau pelajar tiada soalan, saya nak tanya soalan lah kot. So in terms of soalan daripada segi, what is your opinion of further study at UTP? Of course, I believe that IUP students, students under these programs will basically have the opportunity to go to any other countries of your choice, or any other universities. So maybe just to get some indicator of how likely that you guys will be pursuing at Malaysia or especially at UTP.
Quiet.
Maybe ada yang nak bertanya tentang specializations, our technical program, or maybe I would like to share lah tentang internship. Internship at UTP kita I did mention tadi 7 bulan is the durations of internship and then students will be exposed to many of these technical knowledge, and then most of them will be involved with a real project. Like other universities, sometimes their internship is only 3 months, but there are also university with 6-month duration, but UTP is the one with longest duration lah. So those yang really looking forward to work after their graduations and then to work in Malaysia especially, this could be an eye-opening or probably an opportunity. So macam sekarang ni, most of my students, after they come back from internship, they will be actually bring the real project back for their final year project. So what does that mean? Bila students buat final year project 2 semesters at the end, they will be actually working together with their industry, the industry that they actually working during internship, continuing the project during internship, and then that is become the bonding between the students and the industry. So later on, the students, the moment they actually graduated, they are ready for employment. Kebanyakannya setting macam tu lah in my department. So this is kind of like terjadi naturally. It's not like we design. Just that when they go for internship, the supervisors see the opportunity kind of like, or probably would like the students to actually continue the project, because when they are doing internship, basically they work on real projects, sometimes small, and then mostly will be real project. And then the students are actually given a responsibility to certain project or certain part. So that's why when they come back to UTP, we will work together in collaboration with the lecturers, with the students to actually beef up the project so that this project will be actually completed. And then students later on will be continuing again at the industry, means that they've been employed. So it happens naturally, secara semula jadi tanpa kita design, because of that 7 months. Ada students kata, kenapa tak buat di hujung internship? I think why we want them to go for internship in the middle, because this develop the maturity. Bila dia balik ke universiti untuk complete the final year, students actually able to relate balik the questions yang dia dapat masa internship tu, or maybe the technical knowledge yang kurang-kurang sikit, then they will beef up lah. Then they improve when they are doing their final year. So that is kind of like the things that the students will be developing, the skills that we see the students actually get from industry, bawa balik masa final year, and then they beef up dia orang punya final year project, and then final year project will be really industry project. So in my program as well, we have this technopreneurship team project. Students can actually have the idea, and then they can actually develop the prototype of the idea, and then they can actually do the marketing for that, and then they can pitch, and then they can get grants, and then they can actually commercialize. So these are all the things that we put in pipeline so that the students will be able to develop their capability in developing their skills. So I think that is about a little bit of internship. Kalau macam currently company yang banyak lah, I mention tadi, kat Petronas, Lamberger, kita ada KPMG, Exxon, BP, Uzma, these are all among the big companies. Of course, on top of that, kita ada small medium enterprise company juga yang ambil, or software house who are actually taking our students. Alright, so just to add on lah, just add on info. So, no other questions lagi?
Dr. Aliza, maybe you can explain more about minor. I think it's quite new in our department.
Minor. Okay, minor programs. Sebenarnya in my program kita ada 3 minor of corporate management and minor corporate management, international business. Let me open the slide just now. Okay, kita ada international relations, corporate management and financial management. So minor program ni dia nama 3 je, Tapi in each minor, we're going to have 5 courses that students will have to take. So in each track, so we call that one minor track lah. So 5 courses is equivalent to 15 credits. Yeah, this one is actually a part of the graduation requirements. So something that we design so that the students must take these minor programs. Any of these 3 you choose. So and underneath will be like 5 courses. So why we this minor is actually will be taken throughout the study lah. So if you can see just now in the curriculum structure, you can see minor 1, minor 2, minor 3, right? So the choice of the courses will be depending on the course that you are actually choosing. Okay, antara and then kita akan stipulated throughout the study, and we want you to develop this business capability. I think for BIS students and BIT students is very important. It's not only talking about the technical component only, we also will be able to bridge the business. Sebab why now the IT, the computing are all just the enabler kan. So kita kena tahu the case study. Case study are always coming from businesses, from organization. So when we have this minor embedded, so students will be given at least the fundamental knowledge how industries are actually going on. And then all the all the basic fundamental knowledge in corporate management, financial management. So this is where they can see what are the problems that have been faced by the organization. So they will be able to suggest solutions, or they will be able to bridge what are the technical tools that they can actually propose to solve the problem. So this is basically has been acknowledged by many of our partners relating say that students able to kind of like digest lah the problems. Sometimes problem dengan pelajar ni awal-awal dia masuk je industri, organizations dia orang macam shock kan tak? I mean they are not aware how things actually going on. But by giving them all this exposure awal during their minor courses, means that they have the knowledge, it's just that a little bit tweak so that they will be able to kind of like take off lah. That's the minor program that we have. Am I answering your questions, Dr. Ari? Explaining a little bit.
Well, having practical work in industrial is very important. So yeah.
Yep.
So, well, in fact, we in our country, the Ministry of Education has extensively support what they call it the Merdeka Belajar and Kampus Merdeka. So basically the students is given the freedom to choose additional knowledge, additional techniques throughout their studies which is gained from industrial practices. So they're supported by the ministry. So all the programs are free. So they can choose whenever they want to experience the skills, the knowledge from, and then that can be converted into our credits as well.
Okay.
Right. So these are the characteristics of our students. Sometimes they are quiet, but they are hard workers.
Yeah.
Very typical ITS students.
I think now when we go for online also, I think we also facing the same thing. It's sometimes because of the connections. It's very difficult to get them to talk, yeah?
Problems, but we've got the borderline of the morals. We can just continue our discussions with Dr. Norin or with Dr. Aliza as well. Maybe next week, if not the following week, to details about curriculum mapping. Yeah, I've got it already from Dr. Norin, and also I've already communicated to my Directorate of Educations, because to meet the requirement from the UTP, we're gonna need a short semester, maybe within only 1 or 1.5 months to catch up with the requirements of the WD program. It's been proposed to our senator, Institute Senate's board. Hopefully it can be granted within the next few, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ahead. And then if it has a go, then we can adjust the other things afterwards.
maybe I can share information from UTP as well. This kind of like initiative we also have with with Geoscience Department, and also from Civil
engineering.
Department.
Yeah.
So this one also from ITS, right? I think our Senate has been very. They have approved this kind of programs. So it's for my department to actually embed this one will be very fast lah, because the track has been actually dirintis mereka dah rintis mula, so I think we just from UTP to add on another program, there's no issue. So definitely we will be able to come up to conclusion as soon as possible lah, so that we can meet the students' requirements.
If there are many departments requiring the short program or the short semester program, then the Senate will be seriously considering allowing that short semester to be executed, because it's not just a matter of having it in our structure, but it is required for further development of our course programs, because there will be some more variations of the program to adjust our program or our curriculum to our partner's curriculum. We're gonna need that thing in the structure.
Okay.
Dr. Aliza, what Pak Ari said is about
semester pendek.
Currently, we have 2 semesters per year, right? And we are proposing to have 3 semesters per year.
Exactly like ours.
It is not necessarily 3 semesters in a year. 2 main semesters, but with additional very short semester. Maybe 1.5 months only. So the students will be attending classes every day, not once in a week, to catch up with the timeline.
Okay.
Yep.
It's good then. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Mukhlason.
Any other questions? No. So kalau tak ada, over back to you lah, Pak Mukhlason and Pak Ari.
Maybe Dr. Aliza, could you tell us a little bit more opportunities earning money, like from involving with lecturer project? Maybe it could be interesting.
Oh, okay. In our university, we have this program. Apa nama dia? Saya tak ingat nama dia. Cik Khalid ingat tak? Job on campus.
Job on campus.
Job on campus. So this one we open to students. So you undergraduate or postgraduate. So because sometimes we have this small kind of like assistance that we require from the students to do. Sometimes mostly for IT students, they will get like a job in campus for IT system development. Sometimes they also involve with the the student support services department, and then these are all the among the job that we can offer to the students, but depending on the department that we have in UTP lah, the students will be paid hourly. Then they will actually be able to claim at the end of the month. So this, as for now, I know that it's open to undergraduate and postgraduate students for any special or specific types of job lah. But of course, it's not on the kind of like a critical kind of job. So kita pun worried on the security as well. But I think so far we have students. I just would like to give one example. My students, my final year students, she is actually developing one system for our academic department. So when she do the FYP project, she works on a real project, current problems that we face in the university. So we present the project to the respected department, so the academic department. So they feel that that one is very good, and then they want the system to be completed. So the students are actually awarded this job on campus. So while waiting for a job or employment, the students are currently now employed by our cadets department to complete the job. So some other department like library, they have a job like maintaining website, do some cleaning of their database. So they require people with a little bit knowledge on computing, fundamental knowledge. So they will hire students to do that lah. And sometimes in my center we have this data analytics kind of like job opportunity. So we open to students to of course we interview first lah kan, so that they can actually we can actually employ them for a few hours in a week, so that they can help us out to work on the research lah. So these kind of things is actually happening, and then of course we do not stop the students if they would like to have their own business. Okay, one thing that I would like to highlight in my university, we are really going forward for this technopreneurship development, and even we have this technopreneurship, technopreneurship department, a unit under student support services, who which is actually developing this entrepreneurship kind of like traits among the students. We support the students to set their own company. So we do a lot of seminars so that they will be able to build up this capability. They can actually register their company, they can do their business, and then we do not stop them. Now, even now in this digitalizations era, so our students earning money a lot when they are doing this entrepreneurship. So we do not stop them while they are at UTP. They can doing it while they are still studying. I think now we have quite a number of students have their own company, and then one of my students graduated last year. She has 3 companies, jual tudung sahaja, jual kerepek sahaja, but it's becoming so but these are actually the things because they know the business, they know the technical knowledge. So they know the platform, just that utilizing it, they see the opportunity, we have the body who support them, so they will be able to build up their capability and become the entrepreneur. So that is also one way of doing generate income, Pak Mukhlason.
Yeah.
So that's how we do encourage our students to become entrepreneur as well. So that is in our syllabus. We have entrepreneurship course, one course, and then we also have this technopreneurship course. Technopreneurship course is special. Why? Because throughout the semester we put them in a group. So the students will actually generate business idea. So from this idea, they will actually forced to kind of like produce the outcome. I mean, produce the prototype, which is later on we're going to pitch. And then we have mentor from industry will always like kind of giving them advice, especially on developing the business plan. How are they going to do the marketing? How are they going to actually pitch to the sponsors or potential sponsors for that particular project? And then later on, they present during their final or end of the semester. So any potential projects, we can actually, the students can actually further develop when they graduating. And some of them are not waiting until graduation, they just develop and then they have their own company and then they make income out of that. So that is something that we have in our program. So your students, if they are joining UTP, they will also involved in that particular program lah. So I think now people are not only become the employee, we want them to become the boss. You can become the employer itself, because now I think with digitalizations we are borderless. We don't have any boundary for you, so your business can reach anywhere. Reach international and global. So that is the advantage of these computing programs. We give you all the tools. So we give you all the business fundamental. It doesn't matter you bridge between these businesses and this technical knowledge. You got the idea, make it works. You can just have you can just become your own boss lah. Even we can see quite a number of our students, they are not actually working, they are become entrepreneur. So quite a number of them, let's say if I can recall just now in a CIS video, the last person at the end, Qayyum is actually one of our he is actually our Gold Award winner during graduation 2019. 2018. Qayyum 2018. So he has his company set up at UTP, starting his business, his company together with the team. So the project got sponsorships. I mean, they go for pitching, and then I think during the graduations, he's already become recruiter. So because he developed an applications for people to go and find part-time job. Yeah. So I think from that he generate incomes. If I'm not mistaken, is of nearly millions of ringgit juga lah before the graduations. I think he is still continuing now working with, if I'm not mistaken, working with I'm not sure Shell or I'm not sure the company, but at the same time he's actually manning the industry, I mean his own business as well. So we do not stop the students to become entrepreneur and generate own income, but at the same time we develop their potential so they can see what is it in themselves, so that they can actually choose and decide whether to become entrepreneur or they want to work for others. So that's what we can see lah from the students. And one thing that I also would like to share here, since we have time, no question from the students. I am proudly would like to say that for the 3 years in a row, 2017, 18 and 19, okay, during our graduation day, for these 3 years in a row, the Chancellor Gold Award winner is actually won by our students, by either IT students or IS students. So as you can see, our program is kind of like minority, in the sense of computing, because UTP is dominant by engineering. Yeah, of course, our numbers are not that high, but the way we design and the way we prep the students to the extent we want them to stretch themselves and they will be able to take challenge. Alhamdulillah, the students take the challenge and then take all the opportunities that are available at UTP so that they can actually develop themselves. So I think for 3 years in a row, because this during this graduation, this Chancellor Gold Award winner ni they assess from every angle daripada dia punya technopreneurship, daripada dia punya competition, daripada segi sukan, arts, as well as of course academic punya performance. So this is what we want to have. We want to develop well-rounded students, well-rounded. You are not just focusing in study, you also focus in other things in life. So this is the balanced life development that we would like to share. So I think one thing yang saya pun maybe should share is that kita ada international program juga, I mean in UTP, so where we have exchange program now, because kita tak boleh nak pergi, kita buat virtual lah. Students attached to other university doing some kind of like courses in other university virtually. So either inbound, mana kata students datang ke UTP, ataupun our students go to outbound other university. Kalau sebelum ni masih kita ada physical, our students go to Germany, go to France, go to Turkey, Korea, Japan for this kind of programs. So I think maybe nanti kalau boleh physical, maybe some of the students will be able to enjoy this lah. All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. No questions, I guess. Yeah. So mana kata saya punya presentation bagus ya. Okay.
Okay, thank you again. So now let's carry on to the next agenda. It will be presentation from Cik Khalid regarding the admission to UTP. Cik Khalid. Are you ready?
Cik Khalid, Cik Khalid, you have ke dia ingat saya dah cover semua? Lia?
Yes, Dok.
Okay, I think Pak Mukhlason just now there will be like a presentation from you on admission to UTP.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to present?
Yes.
I do. Pak Mukhlason, you want Dr. Khalid to Cik Khalid to present? Pak Mukhlason?
Yeah, just quick presentation. Yeah.
Okay. I will share the slide.
Tak keluar lagi.
Dia nampak tak slide?
Belum lagi, Cik Khalid.
Sekejap. Okay. Boleh nampak?
Yep.
Alright. So I think we just share a bit of certain process yang required by the student untuk kemasukan ke UTP. So for this program, any student that will come to the university, we will treat them as a new students. So the entry requirement must follow whatever requirement set by UTP as well. I believe this is the standard subjects that we require based on program-program ataupun sekolah yang ada di Indonesia. Jadi untuk kemasukan di UTP, kita menerima sebarang kemasukan yang menggunakan sama ada SMK, SMU ataupun juga daripada SMA dan madrasah. Sebab kemasukan ke UTP kita consider sebagai undergraduate, jadi mana-mana program sekolah di Indonesia yang memenuhi ataupun komplit 12 tahun, ya, 12 tahun pengajian, boleh memasuki terus program ijazah sarjana muda di UTP under this program. Jadi the minimum grade required for every subject is grade C or minimum 60%, ya, untuk subjek yang kita perlukan bagi kemasukan di UTP untuk program bachelor degree. Jadi bagi program ini kita menerima kelayakan masuk bagi program information system, IT dan sebagainya seperti yang ditunjukkan di dalam slide. Jadi kita memerlukan maths, contohnya bagi information system dan IT, minimum grade C dan any other non-language subject. So kita ambil very minimum for this program, which is only 3 subject. Jadi tidak perlu risau mau cukupkan 5, 6 dan sebagainya. Jadi kita hanya perlukan maths C dan ada 2 subject. That's all yang kita perlukan supaya student layak untuk masuk ke UTP. Ya. Next. Dari segi English, saya maklum yang Indonesia dia prefer untuk ambil TOEFL. Ya. Jadi bagi TOEFL kita memerlukan apa dipanggil poinnya 60. Jadi cuma TOEFL ni dia ada validity 2 years jika tak silap saya. Jadi apabila pelajar mau join program di UTP, dia perlu memastikan TOEFL itu still valid. Jadi bila valid, bila mohon untuk proses visa, visa itu akan dimudahkan prosesnya jika ada English. Jika tidak, para pelajar perlu mempunyai kelulusan ataupun qualification in English first, baru boleh mendapat visa sebagai pelajar untuk belajar di UTP. Ya, so itu prosesnya. Jadi proses pertama tadi adalah subjects entry requirement, yang keduanya English. Jadi jika dua ini telah dipenuhi, para pelajar tidak perlu gusar ataupun tidak perlu khawatir berkenaan untuk mendapatkan visa bagi kemasukan ke UTP. Ya. Okey, ini adalah proses flow. Saya rasa macam saya cakap tadi, jika ada entry requirement-nya sukses, English sukses, jadi dia akan boleh masuk ke UTP. Cuma pesanan saya untuk para pelajar nanti apabila mahu memohon visa, perlu memastikan yang pasportnya, the validity of the passport at the point of application for visa mesti sekurang-kurangnya mempunyai 2 tahun, 24 months. Ya, itu penting bagi memastikan proses permohonan visa tidak mempunyai sebarang masalah. Ini adalah requirement daripada Malaysia Immigration Department. Sebab sebarang any student yang ingin memohon visa perlu mempunyai sekurang-kurangnya 24 months or 2 years validity of the passport masa dia mahu membuat permohonan. Ya, yang itu perlu diambil perhatian untuk para pelajar yang ingin mengikuti program di UTP nanti. Ya, saya rasa itu saja dari segi prosesnya. Bagi offer letter, apabila kita menerima dokumen daripada Pak Ari, kita akan proses dan jika layak, kita akan memberikan conditional offer letter kepada para pelajar yang membolehkan untuk mereka memohon visa apabila telah offernya itu di-accept. Ya. Jadi secara detail tadi, accept offer perlu membayar yuran sebanyak RM5,000. Ini sebagai komitmen bagi melanjutkan pelajaran melalui program ini di UTP. Ya, RM5,000 equal to around $1,200 roughly. Ya. Okey, saya rasa itu saja secara ringkas proses yang perlu diketahui oleh pelajar-pelajar. Mungkin nanti kita boleh kongsi ataupun sharekan slide ini, presentation ini bersama Pak Ari untuk di-sharekan kepada para pelajar yang lain. Ya, saya rasa jika ada sebarang soalan boleh kemukakan.
Okey, baik. Terima kasih, Cik Khalid. Is there any question from the student? Yeah, I think it's quite easy to get IELTS 5.0, right? It has to be no problem. Okay, there is question from Cempaka. Okay, the first question is basically, is there any scholarship or tuition waiver maybe? And the second one is because of pandemic, is the program will be held online or supposed to be in person? Yeah, Dr. Aliza, that's the question.
I think for cashback for tuition fee have certain tak ada. We don't have that. Even for our current students pun we don't have that. It's just that those yang got the award during graduations tu, they will get some kind of like prize. Tapi yang itu pun only to those recipients to the awards lah. Tapi untuk certain CGPA achievement tiada. And then for same goes to IELTS, tak ada cashback. I think for tuition fee tadi ada yang guarantee kan, yang itu je lah yang kita pulangkan balik after completion ya. And then about the pandemic now situations, I think currently dekat in Malaysia, I think dekat Indonesia as well, we conduct all our teaching and learning online. I think we have also international students go back, dia balik ke dia punya negara. I think we still running online lah. jumpanya for these programs. We hope that nanti the pandemic mungkin dah reda, then we can have this physical travel. I think kalau tak ada, I think most probably it will be online juga. But I think we just wait from time to time from the instructions lah. I think itu je lah kot yang I boleh jawab on that.
Thank you. And then from Gilbert, what about ITP, Cik Khalid? I think it's the same question from last week. Is it okay to use to ITP instead of IDP?
Can.
Can, yeah? Okay. Yeah, it's no problem, Gilbert. Okay, any more questions? Okay, rasanya sudah tak ada question nih. Okay, so bila tak ada question, kita boleh akhiri talk kita hari ini. So, thank you very much Dr. Aliza, Dr. Jafreezal, Cik Khalid, and team for giving to this talk. Hopefully, many of our students will go to UTP. So, Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. So, I can end this talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.